For this video, we're going to be looking at lesson 3.1, types of set and set notations, focusing on examples. For example 1, we have Alden and Connie rescue homeless animals and advertise in the local newspaper to find homes for the animals. They are setting up a web page that will help them advertise the animals that are available. They currently have dogs, cats, rabbits, ferrets, parrots, lovebirds, macaws, iguanas, and snakes. So we're going to design a way to organize the animals on the web. Represent your organization using a Venn diagram. So this is one of the examples where there could be more than one right answer. I will show you how I would choose to categorize them, but you might see something that I don't, and that is perfectly fine, as long as you get the set notation right for your labeling and you get the Venn diagram correct for your labeling. So to start with, the one thing I notice is that there are warm-blooded and there are cold-blooded animals. So I'm going to take my sets and I'm going to define them that way to start with. So we're going to I'm going to define the universal set, and I'm just going to call it A for animal. And so my universal set is going to be all the animals that are available. And just to note, this is one thing or one aspect of set notation that's very important, is defining what each of your sets actually are before you do any work with them. Then I'm going to make that look like a better W, so I'm going to use a W for my warm-blooded. Warm-blooded animals. And then I'm going to use a big C for my cold-blooded animals. So I got that. Now I am going to, the one thing with how I categorize with the warm-blooded animals, there is a lot of warm-blooded animals. So I'm going to break those down into subsets. So within that warm-blooded, I'm going to do a capital M for my mammals. And I'm going to do a capital B for my birds. So now that I got the names in there, I'm just going to list off what's there, just to help me when I do my Venn diagram. So for the cold-blooded, we're going to be left with iguanas and snakes. And then within the warm-blooded, we're going to have the mammals. So the dogs, the cats, the rabbits, and the ferrets. And then I have my birds, so the parrots, lovebirds, and macaws. Okay. So I've defined everything. And separate this, there we go. So finally, I just need to do my Venn diagram. And so I'm going to do a box for my universal set, and the universal set was A for all the animals. I have a circle for my warm-blooded, so W for my warm-blooded. Within that, I have two other circles, one for my mammals. Actually, I'm going to make those circles better so you can see them. So let's do it this way, mammals. I'll circle it. And then we have the birds, and I'll circle it. And then off to the side, we have the cold-blooded. So for this one, we're going to name any disjoint sets. So those are the sets that aren't connected with each other. So my disjoint sets start with, like, my M and my B have nothing to do with each other. My mammals and my birds don't have any overlap. So a disjoint set would be M and B. Then with that, if I do the big circle, my warm-blooded animals have nothing to do with my cold-blooded animals. So my W and my C have nothing to do with each other. And because my W doesn't have anything with my C, then the subsets, the stuff inside, also have nothing to do with C. So we have M and C, and B and C have nothing to do with each other. And then show which sets are subsets of one another using set notation. And so, like, my M is inside my W. So I'm going to do capital M, and then the sideways long C is contained in my W, and so is my B. So long C inside my W. So B is contained in W. And then everything that's inside the box is then contained in my universal set of A. So my M is also contained in A. My B is contained in A. My C is contained in A. And my W is contained in A, or is this subset of A.